Bum Shadows here with the live stream. And right off the bat, I just want to say, like always, if the commentary is the commentary. I'll probably answer everything, but if we could keep it not race offensive, gender offensive, sexuality offensive, whatever offensive. I'm just trying to show y'all wrestling figures, man. So, like, let's just keep it like, let's keep the like really strong, either love or hate belief in your heart. I'm just talking about, wrestling figures. So it would be cool if, like, that could be respected. So, with that being said, and if you say it, it depends on the mood. I respond to it, and I might make you look stupid, and I don't mind doing that. But I would rather we all have a like polite conversation and just like talk or whatever. That's what I would prefer. But you don't always get what you want. So you try sometimes, and we'll see about it. Hey, Fly the L, what's up? And what are you happening, buddy? Yep. Say actually ditto. I kind of said it back. Hey guys, what's up? I saw on the poll today. I'm kind of now that I got the what's it called out of the way, like maybe the guidelines. Like let's just let's use our brains and not any of our stupid emotions that we're withholding. That's your own issue. Don't try to project it on me. Look, it's not gonna work. So next thing is as voted on by the hey, we're getting up there. Last time it was 3. This time all 7, and we'll watch him fall. And we got Mr. Hughes, baby. What we're doing today, because I've been dying to open this thing. I love Mr. Hughes. Wrestled in pretty much everywhere. I mean, WCW, WWF, USWA, CW, like, and then he even made like a later appearance as a slimmer bodyguard for Chris Jericho. So he's been well traveled, and he's a cool looking figure. I even got this kind of beat up a little bit corresponding Undertaker because I heard some sort of the urn is supposed to fit in this hand, I guess. Which it should fit in both, but I don't know. I didn't make the figure, so we'll see. Alright, what do we got? I don't want to get too far. Chris, you can't see. Hey, Chris. Saying PPL. Oh, I said it. Crap. No more YouTube. Hat stays on pretty well. Does not stay in his hand that well. Oh, that's Fly the L. Yeah, man. Good looking figure. Yes, it is, Chris. I agree. Excited for the upcoming Army of Darkness figs at Zombie Sailor on Black Friday. That's Fly L. You know what? I love that movie. It's like, oh man, it's a tough one. You know what? If I like unexpectedly do about I stumble into some money, I'll have to because it is just the retro game. I just gotta stick to it with wrestling, and I know it's like one dimensional or whatever, but they call me Bum for a reason. I ain't got too much funds, Bum Shadows. But oh no, seriously, it's a lot to take on. At a good price, I'd like an Ash. That would be sick. I saw there's I believe there's a different version of him. They all look great, don't get me wrong. I actually think he's better at actually designing those than the wrestling figures. What do we got? Did Rush actually significantly improve their figure with their dough? Oh, Spellbinder. He did a video and it actually looked pretty darn good. And then Waddy over on Waddy's channel, check him out. Hell, I ordered one. I'd appreciate it. I don't type of YouTube video I made. I still paid money, so too bad. Like, feelings can be hurt, but money's money, and that's just not feelings to me. So I spent it. He delivers. Now, whatever person, I invited him on here. I said, you can email me by bumshadows@yahoo.com. And I'm also like, while I'm on that subject, where the F did they go? Got all these effing backing cards, baby. So if you want free backing cards, just email me at bumshadows@yahoo.com and I'll send them to you. Because otherwise, like I've said in other live streams and other things, they're just going to be recycled because it's not my thing. But I can see how it could be other people's things, so I'm trying to think outside that box. So, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to stick to wrestling figs, but got their Ash with chainsaw hand. So now worried I have to collect them. Oh man. No, that figure looks sick, don't get me wrong. Like, man, yeah, if my budget was better, it would be like an awesome crowd guy because it would be like so cool. I'm hoping somehow, and I've done it before with other figs that I just put in my crowd because I value them less, to be honest. So if I can find it at a cheaper thing, and it's not to devalue the figures to me, I got a Legends thing going on. So if it's someone outside that, I just put them in the crowd. What do we got? All in. Unfortunately I don't speak German, but I see the word brother, so I'm gonna say that's man. We're just gonna go with it. Yeah, positive energy, baby. Thank you, brother, right there. I don't speak your language, but maybe this will speak your language. I should email you with those. I'll send them, Chris, if you want them. I actually get some Christmas gifts for you, baby. What the hell? I can't even. These glowy poos, although fashionable and cool, not the best for opening. All right, here we go. Get effing Mr. Hughes out of here. The urn's falling, his hat's falling. Goodness gracious. Oh no, did I already lose the urn? Please tell me now. Oh, there it is, baby. We get, woo! That's the urn. You weren't given anything. You earned it. All right, so we're going to take this plastic off. Well, I did a crappy job. I like to critique my own opening of the package for my own sick reasons. And this was not a 10, you know. But you still got Mr. Hughes' handsome face. And you still get him pointing at you. Oh, actually, let's check out the back because they got a little bit of what the F is coming up. And it looks like some cool things. We'll see. I'm gonna review this one too, but I like the idea of Amish Roadkill, Two Cold Scorpion. They're all great characters. Now, how are they gonna be executed? And by the way, full disclosure, I got that. Well, as it appears on the screen, I'll just point to it. I did get this Macho Man, but I plan on doing like a couple Macho Man unboxings at the same bumpings at the same time. So that's that. So I just want to show you that so you can see what's coming up. I'm trying to think. Oh, Henry Godwin's a new one. Skip instead of just Chris Candido, Bob Holly, Sandman, Francine Douglas, and Amish Roadkill. Oh, Tanaka. That's a cool one. Well, they're all cool, but that's one that if you have a Mike Awesome, you want a Tanaka. And then Two Cool Scorpio, of course, everyone loves him. Roadkill is a great character. There we go. Now, back to the lecture at hand. Here we go. It is Mr. Hughes. He's looking like this. Well, actually, first I'll do the. Well, it's really tight on there. Arms tight. Waist is really tight. No anks movement, but that's usual. Okay, this might be. Sadly, I'm trying to think. This might be the first effing time that on here the hat his fit. I'm just saying. Now we'll see the rest of the figure, but holy crap, I did not know the hats could fit on the figure's heads. It's amazing to me because every other time it just fell off. Some of them I'm like, I still am trying to find. They roll under crap and everything. So they're really cool that the hat fits. But the urn, as I've heard from my fly, the L and everyone, it looks like a good idea. It can, if you're a balancer, hey, uh-oh. Yeah, it's a trapeze act. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is amazing right now. We are witnessing history. I do not know how this is shaking and not dropping the urn. But I'm going to tell you, it is a little loose. However, I've got the Midas touch right now. It's very gold touch. And that's what Mr. Hughes looks like. And you know what? Darn it, damn it, zombie. Oh, it drops. Besides that, I like this figure. I do. I'm not going to. Oh, there the urn fell. I could hear it. Son of a. I really like this figure, actually. We'll put it next to that Undertaker, and then I'll have to retrieve that effing urn, because supposedly it's supposed to fit in this little handy. So I'm going to put these guys here so you can look, half look at them. There you go. Oh, there it is. Wow, quick find of the urn. That wasn't too bad. There's Mr. Hughes. And then, all right. Supposedly, this is a legend. I can't confirm or deny. I heard somewhere that it's supposed to fit, of course, OG Hasbro, of course, a series, whatever, first one. I don't get any of those boys. And this one's a little beat up, but we're going to use it anyway. And confirmation. It don't fit in his effing hand. What the hell is everyone talking? No, it doesn't fit in his hand. Not at all. Does it stay on his hat? Does it go down his pants? Maybe later, but it doesn't on the figure. So what I can say is, if you... Oh, man, you got to be careful, though. All right, the hat's thing on total cred. The urn in the hand, it's... All right. Let me be honest. It's not as bad as G&G with the holding the accessories. However, let me just flick his back. You know what I mean? So it's not great either. Otherwise, and yes, we know, yeah, the arms are a little longish. But on this one, I think the fat body kind of like made them kind of not as longish looking. And this is pretty damn good, I gotta say. No, I gotta say on this one, Zombie did really, really well. We'll go case by case. I'm not gonna show anything. Like, I mean, if it's bad, it's bad. But this one's pretty good. I like this one, I gotta say. This is a good one. This is one of those good ones. And then we got, well, all right, sans the urn in the hands. But otherwise, we get this, well, the only feud they were really known about, if you could actually see his face. We got to hat, we got man to man. They're looking at each other. Things are getting intense. You know, I got Harvey Wimpleman too, but I forgot to bring him out. So now they're just going to kiss. And that's how we end the night with them. The power of the urn. Oh, yes, of course. Do you have the Sullivan with the snake? L, I do. Kevin Sullivan he's a guilty pleasure. You know, I love Kevin Sullivan. And maybe it's the Boston accent, that's around the area I was born, and then sort of a little ways away that I grew up from, so it's like close. So the accent kind of sounds like my dad a little bit, so it's kind of easy, fig fed. So I have a special spot in my heart and perhaps my pants for Kevin Sullivan. So yes, I definitely have both versions. I get the pink panties and I got the black ones. Oh, I also got both figures. you could start a channel where all you do is unbox macho figs and you'd never run out of content. That's true. And I've said it before, Macho Man is actually my favorite wrestler. So it was quite the conundrum. I had to just kind of like, draw the line, sand. But just sort of like because Rust Feds came out with like 3 of them too, and those look pretty cool. Although they were more like statue-like. I had to stop it there. Latuni, I love what he's doing. I gotta like tunnel my focus. And even the companies that I typically buy from, I've had to like pass up, like, just because of money and they're flooding the market on the retros. And I love them. So it's a love-hate relationship. Love it as a fan and then hate it, I guess, for the pocketbook, if you will. I don't have the Mike Awesome, but I do have a Johnny Decent. I see. He isn't kidding about Macho. Perhaps it will in your Listen to the Dark Side of the Moon at the same time. That'd be awesome. 492, 1992. Ah, crap, I got behind. How is the Hughes fig scale from 1 to 10, with 6 being the highest? I don't know. I think I'm just because, like, I've always wanted a Mr. Hughes figure. I'm a little bit more on the positive side about it. But yeah, the arms are typically long. We know this. But they are on this one. For some reason, it doesn't bother me as much. But again, I just wanted a Mr. Hughes figure, so I'm sort of like, maybe that's it. I'm just trying to be honest, but I really do like this figure. I do like the hat. The urn, though, is that's a swing and a miss, I mean, it kind of fits. I get the idea, but I don't know. The Mattel Paul Bearer, if I had that around, has an urn hand and it stays in there. So it can be done. I like the hat fits. Yes, me too, Chris. You got Paul Bearer? I think there was a recent Mattel retro of him. I think oh, wow. I didn't even see that comment. Great minds think alike, Gil. Good job. No, I didn't even see that, but you probably said it before me, so hell yeah. How is the Sullivan Snake fig? I got that with a recent pre-order of those O-ring wrestling figs from Pro Wrestling Tees. I like it, and I think it helps that, like, Sullivan's a smaller guy. So I think the, like, scale is on. I like the face on it. On the snake one in particular, the face paint's pretty cool. I like that. And obviously adding the snake adds a nice little touch. Yeah, for the price, I'd recommend it. But again, I'm a little biased again because, Kevin Sullivan as a retro, it's like, oh, man. So I guess somebody can come and do it better. Maybe Hastel comes around. Maybe even Epic or even Title Run. They're in the kind of, or figure collections, anybody. But until then, yeah. I'm used to go to Dongs and busting Chinatown. I would watch all those Macho Man unboxings. I did used to go to Dongs in Chinatown. But I went to a few restaurants. I would watch all those Macho... Oh, I already said that. Yes, I would too. The Latuni Retro Machos are on sale right now. Oh, I might have to check that out. The whole thing. The Goon Pirate, Video Gamer 13. Okay. Cool for you. It's a new one. I like the fig, and I'm not even that interested in Mr. Hughes. Yeah, I do like it, and I gotta show it again. I don't know, something about it. I should have grabbed the Harvey Wimpleman, and I'll have to do that. I'll just turn the phone, and maybe Berserker could take over from KWK and just be like, huss, huss, huss. That's a good figure. All right, what do we got? I bet Kevin Sullivan hit up the Golden Banana. hey, tonight we're gonna go, guys, we're gonna go to the Golden Banana, and then we're goons. That's how I picture it going. The Golden Banana. That's fucking funny, Chris. Yeah, I'm sure he has actually. Maybe he danced there. He was a what's it called? Bodybuilder. Initially. Then he was too much feckin' beers. I'm just get the rest of the impressions. Thanks, man. Oh, I love Kevin Sullivan. I could do that. That one's again. I feel like I'm kind of cheating. The whole Boston accent, you know. It's a freaking nothing to do him here. You know what I mean? Kamala, Avalanche. Oh, I mean the Shark. Oh, the Zodiac. Yes. Oh, yes. No. Then we go to Kowloon's. I just want to go to Kowloon's. It's a while since Papa brought me there, so. Anyway, I forget where I was. I got all in Kevin Sullivan land. Oh, I was gonna do, and listen, customizers out there, I'm gonna pre-warn you. You're gonna be very jealous. Now, I know a lot of you make some great figs. You know, I know a lot of you put a lot of time, a lot of effort, and they, sheesh, they look just like the real thing. But what I did was, and I've said this before on a live stream. Why, hello, it's me and Gene here. And he's here. But what did I do? I took his shirt off for another figure. And I put Vinnie Mac's head on there. And there it is. So easy peasy. Now, I will say, I only use this for a fig fed, but the head does not, like, it's very loose when you do this. Well, it depends. Maybe you have a better head. But this was the one that came with, like, Austin. I used to collect Elites and Ultimates and everything. It came, yeah, the Austin, I believe, WrestleMania set from a few years ago. WrestleMania 3. I mean, it's probably, I love with Vince McMahon. It's probably fantasy gear, and believe me, when it comes to Vince McMahon, I've had a lot of fantasy gear in my mind. But I don't know if he's actually worn the khaki with the blue coat, but it's passable. And especially when he's behind an announce table in a fig fed. Now, if you're displaying, well, I just figured they're not going to make a Vince retro. I mean, I would be shocked. And I would be applauding as well. I would love it. But I don't feel, considering his shitty situation, that they're going to be screw them. That they're going to be, you know, getting on making a Vic Man retro. You know what I mean? So, just want to make y'all jealous. I mean, it's a very complicated head swap. I have a lot of difficulty and skill. And I didn't even do it the best because the head's loose. But I love the fact that I have something that appears like a Vince McMahon retro. So I'll take it because, you know, I ain't got high standards, baby. So that was my custom corner. And, you know, I'll let everyone be impressed for a minute and gather my thoughts. I went to Kowloon's a few weeks back. LOL. Sorry. Jeez, Chris. Crab rangoons. No saga swings. Women wrestlers look and perform better. Okay, that's from Hash Brown Dave. First off, I love hash browns. In today's day and age, you know, it probably could be argued. I think back in the day, and maybe it was just limited opportunities, or, you know, I think it progressed in the 90s. I thought, like, Lita and Trish, you know, started putting on matches. I mean, obviously, besides being attractive, they put on like matches, like literally, like not even like taking everything aside. I thought they had a good feud, and that kind of got me like, okay, maybe women wrestlers can bring it. Then we got the whole diva circuit, like that was really lame. I know it brought out whatever, but whatever. And then I guess like NXT in the mid 2010s, 2020, we got like Bailey and Charlotte and Becky and oh me, oh my, and a million other people. I think it improved with that wave. You know what I mean? But I think it started with Trish and Lita. Um, Honestly, I think China like was a big influence too because obviously like her look and like would there be Rhea Ripley without a China? I don't know. Maybe there wouldn't. Maybe there would. I forget what the question was, but it went somewhere with women. Oh, I have women. I'm just saying. They look and perform better. Well, to me, they obviously look better. That's just a preference. Perform better. You know, not to cop out, I think it's kind of equal. And like, they're performing all pretty well. Like, the matches themselves are really well. I'm just hoping for more like stories. Like, I'm a fan of the past. I know, like, they're not going to have the gimmick anymore of people doing jobs, which I loved. Like, oh, here comes the milkman, here comes the paperboy. I know that's not going to happen, but I'd like a little more of that old storytelling where it develops. I think they were getting there in like 2024 with The Rock, and yeah, I like more of those angles. So with that being said, I think um who would I say is probably the best women's? Maybe Becky Lynch. Maybe I like Asuka actually. She's really good too. I don't know. I know the popular police. Not that she's bad or anything. Like she's got an awesome character, and she'll be as long as she wants to be a star. So yeah, dude. Anyway, long story long. Yeah, I'd say they're about even at this point in day and age, and I guess that's the whole goal. You know. Okay. Adrian Salandays said hi. Hi. Mr. Glue. I don't, man. I suck at pronouncing these. Mr. Goo or whatever. Carl, you survived. Carl Winslow? I hope so. Wait, did he pass away? I hope not. This would be disappointing news. Carl Winslow. Man. Actually, did he pass away? Crap. Damn it, you made me sad. How is your dad, Rick Grimes, doing? Just told you I did an impression of my dad. Does Rick Grimes effing sound like this? Take out the effing trash. Come on. What are you doing? You better talk to him. You better talk to him. He's causing a lot of trouble in here. Well, I'm trying to clean it up. There was a lot of more foul language. But that's more my dad. If Rick Grimes sounds and looks like my dad, I'd be shocked. I'd show you a picture, but, no. There was a lot of good women's matches in the past few years. I only saw highlights on OSW, but it looked pretty awesome. Yeah, I seriously, like, it's really gotten better. I mean, like, I know there was some, like, really crappy times, and maybe the women weren't given enough time or maybe not given enough opportunities, and I can see that. But yeah, like I was saying, like, in recent years especially, like if I watch like a current day like WWE event or pay-per-view, like I no longer go take a pee-pee during the women's events. I just wait till the effing commercials that are like 20 minutes long. But anyway, like I used to do that. No, well, maybe it was because of the girls, and maybe it was private time. But I meant more the, drinking the beverages, if I could talk, and then going to the bathroom and relieving yourself. So there's that. Is your sister Judith doing well and you're back? Dude, you're in your own universe, man. You're talking. I don't know what the heck I don't know what you're talking about, man. I mean, okay. I have a sister. She ain't Judith. I mean, I don't know. You're in like some world. Is this like a card game? I don't know what the F this is. Somebody can tell me. I'm out of the loop. If it's something popular, I'm an old man, so I didn't get it. But dude, Judith, Carl, you're just naming names. All right, Billy the Kid, Doc Holliday, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. I mean, name names too. I don't know what you're talking about. So why don't you, like, tell me what you're talking about so I know what you're talking about. And then if I don't get it, but you're not telling me, you're just saying names that I'm supposed to get out of your illusional references in your own head. So, I mean, dude, whatever. Look at the bags. He's PP again. Oh, yeah. Walking Dead reference. They're calling you Carl Grimes, who lost his eye, then his life in Walking Dead. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I missed that one, and that's fine. I mean, I'm sure it's a good series. I just personally, I missed that one. But yeah, if the dude like actually said that, I would have said like, "Sorry, bro, I don't know The Walking Dead enough to appreciate or depreciate your comment." So sometimes, as it's been said, by who the hell was it? Was it Bischoff? Context is king. Or was that Bruce Pritchard? It might be Bruce Pritchard. I don't know. Somebody will correct me. So yeah, like speaking of zombie, they showed off those Road Warriors, and I'm a little conflicted. I'm like, and I'm also want to see what the price is. I might try to do the pro move and hope best, and wait for J&J to get them because like the other things I want, and I'd like to hit that free shipping mark and plus get the code. I know the two of them. I know Fly the L's on that too. But the two that I know off the top of my head are the Old J and Young J, but those are 10% off. So if you look in the chat, like Fly the L's on that, he might gift you with that code. We'll see. What will we learn from the Epstein files, Carl? Okay. Like, and I don't usually get into this, but I'll just say, like, and it's pretty much like an easy blanket answer, like, probably a lot of disturbing shit. I'm gonna, I'm not a gambling man, but I'm gonna say you're gonna see or hear or see a lot of disturbing things. That's my gut feeling, and I'm no politics person. I'm no like watch every day, and maybe I should, but I don't. So yeah, that's just for me. I just feel like yeah, probably nothing good can really come, or maybe it can. Maybe it will shed the light on maybe people need to be apprehended. I don't know. That's my answer. I'm not getting deeper into it, but I do appreciate that and thank you. Besides the Carl comment, thanks for like at least nothing about like just talking about appearance or some context to that question. So that's cool. I appreciate it. Thanks, Mr. G. Old J and Young J for 10% off. That's right. They have a 24-hour code they give out in their Whatnot shows. J&J figures. Oh, there you go. We got Whatnot, or you want to check it out. There you go. And, you know, saving is saving. You gotta save every penny. Well, I feel that. And I feel like if I had an disposable income, I'd still try to save every penny. It's just a smart thing to do. I mean, things are things. If you can get the same thing for cheaper and it's the same thing, I don't really see why there is an issue. You should obviously, you know, go for the cheaper one. But who am I to judge? I don't have throwaway money, you know, so hey, good. Wow, 36 minutes. Holy crap. Um, but hold up. But it rotates and is only good for 24 hours. That's for 15%. But I like the idea, the 10% and free shipping at JJ instead of Zombie Toys Direct. Yeah, that was my thought because there's I got one Bull Nakano and there I might want to get the variant. And then I got one of the well dones, but for some reason I kind of want the pink and black one. So there's like a few things, and then Dory Funk, I was only able to pre-order one, and I would consider getting another one too because he hasn't had any figures. And there's a few things like Title Run Toys. I pre-ordered the Bloody, but not the original one, and I think I need to get that one. Like I love Harley Race, and I recently got that Mattel Creations pack of it, waiting on, and I don't know if the sale's still up, but if it's on Mattel Creations, I got it for $36. I think with shipping it was like 44. So I'm a insane person of just breaking everything down here. So it's like $11 per figure. So for the four of them, not too bad. I thought that was a good sale. I procrastinated on it, but it was sort of on purpose. And I was just waiting to kind of, and I'm sure down the line on for like $20, and I'll be like, oh, I should have waited. But we all know that game, you know. Which Story Funk? I got the one in the first one, the one in blue. The one in blue. But yeah, I did like the J&J exclusive. If I do get another one, I might actually skip the other variant and get that because it's like the Haas Funk from like the WWF days. And this one, friend of mine that said that once if I had their money, I'd throw away mine. Talk about someone richer than him. Yeah, there you go. That's Fly the L. Yep. Which retro set did you get from Mattel? The Harley Race, Warrior, Bobby Heenan and Virgil, like in the $1 Million Man style. I have them all except the what is it? Jeez, why can't I remember their name? The Bloodline, the one from the Ringside Collectibles. I'm waiting to get on the cheap because I want to put those dudes in my crowd. I just have a weird thing with Fig Fed. Like, I want just, to me, the legends. And no disrespect to those guys. I'm sure down the road, or people considering them that now or down the road they will, and that's cool and everything. But, like, you know, limited space. My fondest memories, so, you know, there's a Mr. Hughes there, but there isn't maybe a Kevin Owens, you know, so it's just how it goes with me, and it's no disrespect to any of the dudes or girls, like, it's whatever, but it's just, to me, like, just how I do things. I guess there's no rhyme and reason, is how I feel. Wait, what happened? Did I block someone? No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't mean to. What did I do? Are you guys just effing with me? I'm an idiot, so you gotta explain to me. Did I block him or? Because I am barely like on an iPhone. Hey, it's just a limited. You can't fly if he's blocked. Oh, crap. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, man. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Crap. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I don't know. Oh, Waddy's saying you need to block. Oh, wow. Wow, man. I told you. I got it. It just, like I said, as many times as I'm intelligent as many times as I'm dumb. So that was one of those dumb times. Oh man, got me worried there. I was like, no, I blocked the L, man. Come on. I was like, what the hell did I do? Since on. Ooh, jeez. You know, that's a not a hey, Mr. Jeez, I wish I could pronounce your effing name. I'll just call you Mr. Goog, Mr. Goog. That's a yeah, that's a heavy question. Gonna say I'm not gonna comment on that, but I'll user again. Over my head. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Um, that's a heavy question. I appreciate it, but like, no, I'm not gonna comment on that. So, not again. I appreciate you going in a different direction than just insulting me. So that's cool. So no, I appreciate it. I do. However, it's kind of maybe it's too simple in a lot of ways, but it's kind of just about wrestling figures. I mean, at this point, or maybe pro wrestling, but that's a very that's a question I'm gonna stay away from just for my own, you know, personal reasons. But yeah. Google user Mr. Google. Yeah, I missed that one. Why afraid people are dancing around the obvious? Um, that's fine. I'm just not gonna get into it. That's why. I just don't want to. I don't want to talk about it. I don't feel like talking about it, nor will I talk about it. I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything, but if you want it straight, talking about that stuff, I'm not talking anything politics, anything religion, anything of countries taking over other countries, and my stance on that. Like, no, listen, just a wrestling figure dude or reviewing these wrestling dude, and I'm not gonna like tell you my whatever's like, it's fine, and you get it, but wrong place, wrong time. I'm not gonna answer any of that stuff, man. And it's no disrespect to you. It's not my bag. It's not my thing. Hey, good morning. Have a nice day. Whoa, it's morning over there? Wherever you are, that's pretty cool. Oh, sunflowers. Very nice. I love sunflowers. Um, Arbin. If you, hopefully you understand because I can't pronounce the rest. Arbin said hi, hello. And Fly the L gave you a wave too because he's a cool guy. I'm living in Assam. Man, I wish I was better at geography. Um, Northeast A, Fly the L. There you go. Thank you. I'll wait for that individual to answer because that is pretty interesting. Like I said, I wish I was better at geography, and I'm sure Fly the L is. He's a very knowledgeable dude. And he said, Fly the L said northeastern India with a question mark. Um, Either way, that's cool. Like, I'm always interested in how, people are living in different areas, and they like somehow come on here and find me with wrestling figures, and it's just like an interesting like dynamic and a cool one too, because like these are like back like whatever 20 years ago I'd never run into or never talked to. And although there's a lot of jerks and a lot of a-holes and everything, like there are cool people. So it is cool. And I met I met Fly the L on there. I met like pretty much Waddy, Bone Breaking Action, and a lot of cool people that names are not hitting me right now. I knew it was India. Oh, I knew it was India, but I don't know which part, so I had to look it up. Had lots of tea from Assam, I think. Mr. G, where are you at? I'm in the northeast of the USA. Video, I'm right now at the corner of walk and don't walk. As my dad used to say. Boston, yeah. Actually, yeah, that's where I was. That's where I was born. And I'm pretty close to there. Probably the accent still is there, you know. No kidding, really. Interesting, man. Quincy, Mr. G is from. Yeah, that's cool. No, I had definitely been there in my travels. Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm in New Hampshire now. That's where I'm at. But I did. Originally, was from Mass. Then my family moved up to NH, and been there for a while now. And in my adult life, decided to live here for some reason, even with the effing winters. You know, small world. Yeah. Yo, Eric, boy, don't, address it correctly. Don't put that. That's kind of like, just get better if you could. I got family in Concord, New Hampshire. Oh, awesome. And Manchester, yep. I know both of those places quite well. How do you like an NH? You're all very close to still to Boston. Yeah, I'd say like, well, it depends where you're at, but like where I grew up, it was probably because of traffic, I'd say like an hour to get there. But my buddy Chris would know. I wish he was still in the chat. He would know. Yeah, we used to take adventures down to Boston all the time. That's where he put that Chinatown remark because we used to go to this place called Dong's and get like these like tea drinks or whatever in Chinatown. Oh man, I forget. It was something dong or something. I don't know if it was called dongs, but that's what I ended up calling it. And the word dong is just funny, so that's where I don't know. To me, it was funny anyway. Yeah, about an hour on 93. Yeah, definitely. You probably remember. I don't know what age you're at. You don't got to answer. Right? It's okay. But I was just saying though, like there were moons ago where like from like Mass to New Hampshire, there only used to be 2 lanes on 90 North. It was crazy. 3 o'clock would come because I worked with my grandfather down in Mass and everything, and like we'd come up and just be stuck in traffic for hours and hours and hours. So yeah, I remember all the way back, all those like areas and everything, and I've definitely been to Quincy. So that's cool. Forgot how close by distance Boston, NYC, Philly, Baltimore, and DC are. The Eastern Corridor, or whatever they call it. Yeah. NH gun laws are much better than Mass. All right, I said I wouldn't comment. I agree. Um, forget close to. Yeah. Fly the L, yeah. The East Coast it's pretty easy. Well, how do I put this? The traffic is horrendous. However, like in distance, like everything is relatively close in the East Coast. Like New Hampshire's a tiny state. Like it's like maybe half the size of Mass, if that. Maybe. I know the population's probably less. Then we're next to Vermont, and that's a very quiet state. And then Maine. No offense to the Maine people, they're all weirdos, but I love you. So, yeah, we got a whole thing going on the East Coast, but yeah, they're not very big states. Although Maine, like, physically is kind of like a big state. It's just not, like, very populated as far as I know. But yeah, that's the New England talk. So, I know I appreciate this. This has been interesting. Different topics, different things. That's cool. I'm all down for it or whatever. Um, White Mountains is nice. North Conway, etc. Yeah, it's nice up there. I like in the summer going to the Mangas, where you can go in the water. For those that aren't New England privy, if I could pronounce the word, there's this thing called the Kangamangas Highway, and it's just like raw water, and there's slides, and it's just cool. If you're like a nature water person or whatever that likes to go out and do things like that, it's in my vernacular of the East Coast, it's wicked sick, but it is. Yeah, man. Yep. In the fall too. Yeah. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. I can't deny that. Yeah. I love it in the summer. Off in the fall, it's just really beautiful over there. And you got, of course, all the foliage, as my dad would call it. Foliage. I hope my dad's watching so he can see all these occasions. He'd be proud of me. All right, I think, wow, 53 minutes. I didn't mean to bore everybody, but I think we had a good conversation. I did mean like a half hour, and I usually do, but like we ended up talking and doing things, and that's pretty cool. And I got to talk about figures, but got to expand on a few other things, which is very interesting. So I wanted to thank y'all. This has been a good live stream, and different, but different in a good way. So I could appreciate that. And, Mr. Google user, you're good with me, man. I know we had a little thing in the beginning, but I'm cool with you, man. If you ever want to come by, man. I do a lot of live streams. I'll be doing one tomorrow at 7 because I'm trying to figure out what time slots to, or what days and what times to do the live streams. So I'm just sorting it out. So, yeah. Yeah, I got no. Yeah. Oh, I guess I was just saying. I know in the beginning I didn't get the references. Fly the L kind of enlightened me on that, and we're good, dude. I was whatever is whatever, and I'm good with you, bro. And cool that you're in the New England area. And with that being said, I want to say thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for everyone for commenting and liking and subscribing or whatnot. But this is Shadows, and I just want to say keep bombing.